Imagine tasting colors or seeing sounds. For 4% of people, this is everyday reality. Synesthesia blurs sensory boundaries, revealing a brain wired for creativity and connection. Synesthesia is a genuine neurological condition where stimulation of one sense triggers an involuntary experience in another. It's not a metaphor or hallucination, but a consistent, automatic blending of perceptions. For example, a synesthete might see the number 7 as a deep purple or taste burnt caramel when hearing a C-sharp. This phenomenon challenges our understanding of perception, suggesting the brain is far more interconnected than we assumed. Over 80 subtypes exist, from grapheme color, letters evoke colors, to mirror touch, feeling others' touch. It's not a disorder, it's a different way of experiencing the world, a secret sense that offers a unique window into neural wiring. The term synesthesia comes from Greek words meaning together and perception. First described by Francis Galton in the 1880s, it was long dismissed as fantasy or mental instability. Only in the 1990s did rigorous research validate it. A landmark study by Baron Cohen and colleagues established the test of genuineness. Synesthetic associations remain consistent over time. When tested years apart, synesthetes match colors to letters with over 90% accuracy, while non-synesthetes score only 30 to 40%. This consistency proved synesthesia is a real, measurable phenomenon, shifting it from pathology to a fascinating cognitive variation. Synesthesia isn't one condition. It's a family of over 80 documented subtypes. The most common is grapheme color, where letters and numbers evoke specific colors. But there's also chromesthesia, where sounds trigger visual experiences of color and movement. Lexical gustatory synesthesia makes words taste like specific flavors, like hearing John and tasting mint. Mirror touch synesthesia causes physical sensations when seeing others touched. Spatial sequence synesthesia places numbers or months in physical space, like January always to the left. Recent estimates suggest about 4.4% of the population has some form, with higher prevalence among women, left-handed individuals, and artists. The leading explanation is the cross-activation hypothesis, proposed by Ramachandran and Hubbard in 2001. It suggests synesthesia arises from increased connectivity between adjacent brain areas. In grapheme color synesthesia, the fusiform gyrus, processing letters, sits next to the V4 color area. In synesthetes, these regions are hyperconnected, so seeing a letter automatically activates color perception. Neuroimaging supports this. When synesthetes view black and white letters, their V4 area lights up as if seeing real color. Non-synesthetes show no such activation. This proves the color experience is genuine and perceptual, not imagined. Synesthesia runs in families, suggesting a genetic basis. First-degree relatives are 8 times more likely to have it than the general population. The inheritance is linked to the X chromosome, which may explain higher prevalence in women. However, specific associations, like is red, aren't inherited, only the tendency to form cross-sensory connections is. Synesthesia likely emerges in early childhood due to pruning failure. During normal development, excess neural connections are trimmed away. In synesthetes, this pruning is incomplete, leaving extra connections that allow sensory boundaries to blur. Infants may even experience a form of synesthesia that fades as the brain matures. One of synesthesia's most compelling features is its automaticity. Synesthetes don't choose to see colors or taste words. It happens involuntarily and consistently. This distinguishes it from learned associations or imagination. For instance, a synesthete might see the letter as red every time, regardless of context. This automaticity is so reliable that it's used in diagnostic tests. It also means synesthesia is a constant, integrated part of daily experience, not a fleeting trick. This involuntary nature underscores that synesthesia is a fundamental aspect of perception, not a cognitive choice, offering a unique window into how the brain constructs reality. Synesthesia is often linked to heightened creativity. Many artists, musicians, and writers, like painter Wassily Kandinsky or composer Olivier Messiaen, have reported synesthetic experiences. This may be due to the brain's increased crosstalk, fostering novel connections and metaphorical thinking. Research shows synesthetes often excel in tasks requiring creativity, such as divergent thinking. However, synesthesia isn't a superpower. It's a different cognitive style. It can be distracting or overwhelming, especially with loud sounds or complex stimuli. Yet for many, it enriches their world, adding layers of sensory meaning. This link between synesthesia and creativity continues to inspire neuroscience and art alike. For synesthetes, their condition is often a private, vivid part of life. Many don't realize others don't share their perceptions until adulthood. Some embrace it as a gift, while others find it challenging. Support groups and online communities have grown, helping people understand and celebrate their unique wiring. The condition is not a disorder. It doesn't impair function, and many synesthetes lead normal lives. Yet it raises profound questions. What is reality? How much of our perception is shared? Synesthesia reminds us that the brain's diversity is vast, and that even something as basic as seeing a color can be a deeply personal, extraordinary experience. Synesthesia reveals that perception is far from universal. If this glimpse into the mind's secret symphony sparked your curiosity, explore more about how our brains shape reality.